In this series of videos, I'll give you a quick peek at one of the GPTs that we drop into your ChatGPT workspace when you're a Kowalah customer, whether that's you on ChatGPT Team or Enterprise. Giving your people ideas of how to use ChatGPT to accelerate their work is one of the best ways of helping them to come up with their own ideas. And so this is the meeting multiplier. This report came out a couple of months ago. It focused on a study in Procter and Gamble. I'm not going to go into the details of that study now, but I'll put a link to the video on that study. The key thing you need to know is that when groups of people were given real world work to do, it was teams that were using AI that came up with a much higher level of quality of solution. Therefore, if we can give our teams AI in the process of them doing their work, we know that as a company, we're going to see a higher quality of output. But what does that mean in practice? Let's think about a group of 5 people sat around the table trying to come up with a solution. Let's imagine an HR team. They're starting to work through how to define the standard of job descriptions that they want next year, for example. How is it that physically we can invite ChatGPT to that party and actually bring the power of ChatGPT to that discussion? Well, as it is today, ChatGPT does not have a kind of always on passive listening like you might have with Alexa, where you can just ask it to listen in the background and get involved in the conversation. So someone needs to be at a laptop and accessing and controlling ChatGPT during that meeting. And that is what the meeting multiplier GPT is there to do. So let me hop over into my other screen and I will just show you. So the meeting multiplier is a GPT that you would find as a Kowalah customer. You would find that in your sidebar. And then just imagine the 5 HR individuals are sat around the table and someone has got the meeting multiplier open on their laptop. Now, at the start of the meeting, they can either type into it, but I find it increasingly that I just talk into it. So you can use the dictate function here. Hey there, we've got 5 of us in the room. We're all from HR. My name's Charlie. I'm chairing the meeting. And we are going to be thinking through how we want to structure our job description template through all of the job descriptions that we're going to post next year, so we've got some consistency. Our objective for this meeting is by the end of it, we've got a standardized template that we can share out to all of the hiring managers. Now, in a real situation, we might have an agenda for that meeting. We might have some additional context, and that's the first thing that the meeting multiplier is going to ask. Before we dive in, a few things that might help us to sharpen the process. Do you have a draft or legacy template? Are there any mandatory elements? What kind of roles will this need to cover? And then this is going to help become the co-partner of your meeting. So I'm just going to say here, great, we've got those bits of information, but to start with, we're just going to crack on with our discussions, and I'm going to come to you when we've got specific questions that we need help with. Now, one of the reasons why I show you the dictation is that as a meeting is carrying on, often you don't want to be sitting there typing everything that has been going on. So if you're going to discuss a specific topic for a couple of minutes, then just put on the dictation, let ChatGPT listen, and then you can ask ChatGPT, what do you think about that? How do you think we should reframe that? So I'm just going to say here, we are just thinking about specific frameworks or templates that we should be considering before we start bringing our own ideas to the table. What do you think about that? Are there specific standards or structures that we should be bringing into our discussion? Now, whether the meeting multiplier is just on one person's laptop or whether it is up on the screen and everyone is looking at it is up to your decision. But here you go. Here we are bringing ChatGPT's thoughts and experiences into the meeting to help guide our discussion. So that is the meeting multiplier, just a really easy way of bringing ChatGPT to the party so that as you're having a discussion around the table, one of your team is using ChatGPT to add context, to bring in other ideas, to challenge your thinking as you go through. Now, if I just hop back here to our slide, the meeting multiplier is just one of a number of GPTs that we will drop into your ChatGPT workspace. And these are not really industry specific, they're not really role specific. We just think about every single individual that has to do work. Every individual, whether you're the intern or you're the CEO, has to plan their week. They should be writing their goals. They should be planning a one-to-one, either with their own manager or with a direct report. They've got questions about what they can use ChatGPT for and how do they help to build their own GPTs. By dropping these things in on day one, you give people an idea of what good looks like and how ChatGPT can be used to challenge their own thinking as a creative thinking and working partner. In addition to that, as part of Kowalah, you get access as a leadership team to all of the strategic questions and topics and workflows and templates that Kowalah provides, helping you as you drive your AI strategy and adoption across your organization. So for more information on both Kowalah as a digital chief AI officer and all of those individual GPT assets that can be dropped into your workspace, just go to kowalah.com and you can learn more.